Hi kids, in this video we are going to discuss coordinate geometry from class 9. We'll see how to draw the graph of a linear equation in two variables. We'll solve sums from exercise 19.2 M L AGGARWAL. The first thing we should know, what do we mean by dependent variable and independent variable? Now, if a formula has two variables, then the subject of the formula, is known as dependent variable, and the other variable is known as independent variable. And the other variable is known as independent variable. Just look at this example. I'll tell you a formula. Area is equal to pi r square. Of course, pi is a constant. There are two variables used in this formula. The variables are, you can say, A and R. Since A is the subject, so in this formula, A is your dependent variable and R is your independent variable. Okay, take one more example. Suppose I take this one. X equals to 3y plus 2. Now look carefully. This is linear equation in two variables. The variables used over here, are x, comma y. There are two variables, and since the power is 1, we can say linear equation in two variable. Okay. Over here, x is your dependent variable and y is your independent variable. By putting the value of y, independent variable, we get the corresponding values of x corresponding to that particular value of y. Suppose y is 1. Then if you put in this equation, x will be 3 multiplied by 1 plus 2. That's x will be 5, isn't it? So corresponding to the value of the independent variable 1, the value of the dependent variable is 5. And if we'll try to draw the graph for this linear equation in two variables, we'll see that we'll get a straight line. Okay? Let us take an example and draw the graph for a linear equation in two variables. Now let us take a linear equation in two variables. Suppose 2x plus 3y is equal to 6. Now this is a linear equation in two variables, x and y, and this represents a straight line. How? We'll see it. We'll graph it. Now the first thing you should remember, make y or x the subject. What I'll do, I'll make y the subject. So 3y is equal to 6 minus 2x. Y equals to 6 minus 2x by 3. First step done. Second, choose any three convenient values of x to get, in this case, x. If you make x the subject, then you choose the values of y. Choose any three convenient values of x to get the corresponding values of y. Write it in a table. Draw a table and write it. What do I mean by this? Just look over here. Make a table. Okay. X and y. Just look. I select any value of x. Suppose I select 0. Suppose I select x equals to 0. Then what will be y? 6 minus 2 multiplied by 0 by 3. 6 minus 0 is 6 by 3 is 2. So when x is 0, y is 2. So you get your first point for the coordinate plane, 0, 2. Choose another value of x. Suppose I choose 1. X is 1. Then y will be what? 6 minus 2 multiplied by 1 by 3. That's 4 by 3. See, generally, not compulsory, but generally we don't take those values, which are in fraction. So when x was 1, y was coming in fraction, so I'll not select this. You can choose this, but it's advisable to not choose this, because at times it becomes difficult to plot a fraction in the graph. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll take another values. Suppose I take x as 3. Look carefully, x as 3. The more you practice now, you know what values to take. So y equals to 6 minus 2 multiplied by 3 by 3. So y is 6 minus 6 by 3. So 0. So when x was 3, y was 0. So you got your second point, that is 3, 0. Take one more point. Suppose x is, I'll say, 6. Suppose x is 6. Suppose x is 6. Then what will be y? Y equals to 6 minus 2 multiplied by 6 by 3. So that's minus 6 by 3, that's minus 2. So when x is 6, y is minus 2. So you got a third point also, 6, minus 2. So you'll get the point, which will plot it on the, make a coordinate plane, make a coordinate plane, plot the 3 points, plot the 3 points, join them. We'll plot these 3 points in the coordinate plane. We've already done what is coordinate plane in the previous video, okay? Plot the 3 points, join the points to get a straight line, If it's not a straight line, means you have done a small error somewhere. Now look how I will plot it. What I'll do, I'll just rub this part. So just remember, make x or y the subject. Choose any 3 convenient values of x or y in this case. To get the corresponding values of y, make a table, get the points. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll just rub this part. I'll draw a coordinate plane over here. Okay. Suppose this, it may not come accurate, but still choose the scale of your graph properly. Okay, I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Minus 1, minus 2, minus, we see the distance between them has to be same. Okay, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7. This is your x-axis and this is your y-axis. The vertical one is y-axis, the horizontal one is x-axis. It's actually 2 number lines intersecting at 0. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. Now look, we'll plot the first point, 0, 2. So x is 0 and y is 2. Over here, this is your first point. 3, 0. So x is 3 and y is 0. Over here, this is the second point. Third point, 6, minus 2, which means x is 6 and y is minus 2. I think somewhere over here. Now look carefully. This 3 points, if I'm not wrong, they lie on the straight line. So this line is represented by the equation. It was earlier actually 2x plus 3y is equal to 6. Now somebody can say, sir, I can take 2 points and get the line. Yes, of course. But to check the correctness of the graph, we take 3 points, 1 point extra. Clear? Let us solve sums from exercise 19.2. Let us solve sum number 1 part 2 from exercise 19.2. M L AGGARWAL. Draw the graph for x minus 5y minus 4 equals to 0. First step, make x or y the subject. I'll make x the subject because the coefficient of x is 1, so it's better. So x will be equal to 5y plus 4. Now I'll make a table. I'll choose 3 values of y and get the corresponding value of x. Suppose I choose the value of y as 0. Then x will be 5 multiplied by 0 plus 4, that is 4. So when y is 0, x is 4. So the first point is 4 comma 0. I got it. Now the second one, you see, take y as suppose minus 1. Then x will be 5 multiplied by minus 1 plus 4. That's minus 5 plus 4. That's minus 1. Which means when y was minus 1, x was also minus 1. So his second point is minus 1 comma minus 1. Choose one more value. Suppose I choose y as 1. Then x will be 5 multiplied by 1 plus 4. Then x will be 9. So when y was 1, x is 9. So 9 comma 1. Done. We got the point which will plot in the coordinate plane. 4 comma 0. Look, this is your x-axis. This is your y-axis. Clear? This is the origin. The vertical one is your y-axis. The horizontal one is your x-axis. We have discussed all this in the previous video. Okay. Now 4 comma 0. See, 4 comma 0 is over here. Minus 1 comma minus 1. Minus 1 comma minus 1. Over here. 9 comma 1. X is 9. Y is 1. Over here. Am I correct? Now when you join this, you'll get a straight line. When you do it in the graph, it's better. Okay. This doesn't look like a straight line. Let me just make it a little straight. Yeah. Arrow should be given. So this is your x minus 5y minus 4 equals to 0. Use a suitable scale when you are drawing this. At times the scale is given in the sum. If it is not given, you have to choose the scale according to your convenience. Done. Now let us see the next sum. Now look at sum number 3. Draw the graph of 5x plus 6y minus 30 equals to 0 and use it to find the area of the triangle formed by the line and the coordinate axis. First you will draw the line. Make x or y the subject. I am making x the subject over here. So we'll make y the subject. So 6y is equal to minus 5x plus 30. So y equals to minus 5x plus 30 by 6. Actually, this we can write it as minus 5x by 6 and 30 by 6 becomes 5. Can I write like this? Now, I'll make a table. If you write like this now, it's very easy to choose the value. Just look. X, y. Suppose you take the value of x as 1. Suppose I'm telling you. So y will be, suppose I'm telling x as 1. Okay. Then y will be minus 5 by 6 plus 5. If you take LCM 6, minus 5 plus 30, which will be 25 by 6, which is in fraction. And we'll try to avoid fraction. So what I'll do, see, I've written it like this. So if I take the value of x, a multiple of 6, it will cancel with 6 in the denominator and this entire thing will come as a whole number. Look carefully. Suppose I take x as 6. Suppose. Take x as 6. So what is y? Minus 5 into 6 by 6 plus 5. This cancels out. So minus 5 plus 5, that's 0. Which means when x was 6, y is 0. So that's your first point. Next, take x as 0 suppose. When x is 0, look, y is what? Minus 5 by 6 into 0 is 0 plus 5, which is 5. So when x is 0, y is 5. Done. Take one more value. Suppose you take x as, if I take x as 12, okay, if I take x as 12, then y will be what? Look carefully. Minus 5 into 12 by 6 plus 5, that's y will be minus 10 plus 10, that's minus 5. So when x is 12, y is minus 5. So you got the second point as 0 comma 5, and you got the third point as 12 comma minus 5. Now we'll plot it. First of all, 6 comma 0. Look over here. 6 comma 0 is over here. 0 comma 5. 0 comma 5 is over here on the axis. This will be on the x-axis. This will be on the y-axis. 12 comma minus 5, which means x is 12. I've written till 10. So this is 11, 12. X is 12. Y is minus 5. Somewhere over, see if you look carefully, somewhere over here, isn't it? Somewhere over here. This is x is 12, y is minus 5. Now, we'll join this. Yeah, you're getting a straight line. And this line is what? 5x plus 6y minus 30 equals to 0. Done. Pretty easy. If you write in this form, is good. You can do it by this form also. But when you write in this form, you know the values of x will be a multiple of 6, so that it cancels with this 6. Clear? Now the area of this triangle, just look over here. By this line and by the coordinate axis, we got a triangle, isn't it? Suppose this is A, O, and this is B. So AOB is a right angle triangle. Now how do you get the area of this triangle? Half into base into height. If you see, the base is BO and the height, according to my diagram, is AO. BO is nothing but 6. So half into 6. AO is nothing but 5. That's 3 times. That 15 unit square. So that's the area. Done. Now let us look at the next sum. Now let us see sum number 5. Draw the graph of the equation y is equal to 3x minus 4. Y is already the subject over here. And find graphically the value of y when x is minus 1. So graphically you have to find this. The value of y when x is minus 1 and the value of x when y is 5. First of all, we'll draw the graph. Now, I'll make a table. Pretty easy. This one is x, y. Suppose I take the value of x as 0. So, y equals to 3 into 0 minus 4. I've taken x as 0. So, y equals to minus 4. So, when x is 0, y is minus 4. I'll take x as 1. You take x as 1. So, y will be 3 multiplied by 1 minus 4. That's y is 3 minus 4. That's minus 1. So, when x is 1, y is minus 1. Take x as suppose 2. X as 2. So, y is 3 multiplied by 2 minus 4. That's 6 minus 4. That's 2. So, when x is 2, y is 2. So, we got the point 0 comma minus 4, 1 comma minus 1 and 2 comma 2. We'll plot it. See, 0 comma minus 4. So, x is 0, y is minus 4. Over here, isn't it? Y is minus 4 over here and x is 0 on y-axis. 1 comma minus 1. 1, x is 1, y is minus 1. Over here, isn't this was minus 1? Done. 2 comma 2. 2 comma 2. See, when I'm joining them, I am getting a straight line, isn't it? So the equation of this straight line is y equals to 3x minus 4. My first part is done. Okay. Now, drawing is done. Then the first part they've added to it. The value of y when x is minus 1. So when x is minus 1, what is the value of y? They've given the value of x is minus 1. What is the value of y they are asking? From the graph, how will draw it? X minus 1 is over here. From here, drop a vertical line, okay, parallel to y-axis, it will meet the line, this y equals to 3x minus 4 at a point. See, will drop something like this, isn't it? Yeah. Then the place where it meets the line, from there draw a horizontal line to meet the y-axis, which is like this. From the value of x is given -1, so from -1 we made a parallel line to the y-axis. It intersects the graph, the line, at this point. From there, what we'll do? We'll draw a horizontal line to get the value of y. So when x was -1, y is -7 if you look carefully. When x was -1, we'll draw a line, intersect at this point, draw another parallel line to x-axis. See, it meets the y-axis at -7. Done, the first part. The value of x when y is 5. So when y is 5, see, the value of y is given, which is 5. We need the value of x. So what we'll do, from here, we'll draw a parallel line to x-axis. It meets over here to the line, then draw perpendicular. So it's coming at 3. So when y was 5, your x is 3 according to the graph. Done. This is your second part. I hope this is clear. Don't simply put the values in the equation and get the corresponding value of y and x. No. You need to solve it by the graph. Again, when the value of x when y is 5. So when y is 5, what is the value of x? You draw a parallel to x-axis line. It meets the line, y equals to 3x minus 4 at this point. From here, you drop a perpendicular. It meets the x-axis at 3. So that's your value of x. I hope this is clear. Now let us do the next sum. Look at number 6. The graph of the linear equation in x1, y passes through the point 4, 0 and 0, 3. So we'll join this, we'll get a straight line. Find the value of k if the graph passes through k, 1.5. First of all, draw the line. 4, 0 is over here on the x-axis. 0, 3 is on the y-axis. When you join them, definitely will get a straight line. Okay. Now, find the value of k if the graph passes through k, 1.5. So this line passes through this point whose ordinate is known to you, the value of y coordinate, but abscissa is not known to you. So see, 1.5, the value of y is 1.5. So 1.5 is over here. Am I correct or not? So from here, again, the value of y is known. I'll draw a line parallel to the x-axis. It touches our given line over here. We'll drop a perpendicular from there on the x-axis. And we see that it meets the x-axis at the point 2. Isn't it? So the value of k will be 2. From 1.5, the value of y ordinate, you draw a line parallel to the x-axis and we'll see that it meets up this line at this point, suppose A. From here, you'll drop a perpendicular on x-axis. That will be the value of your abscissa. Okay? That is the value of k over here, which is 2. Done. Pretty easy. Now let us do the next sum. Now look at this sum, number 7. Use the table to draw the graph of the straight line. Find graphically the values of A and B. They're given the point C, 1, -2, 2, B, 3, 4, and A, -5. See, we need 2 points to draw the line. Then graphically we'll see what is the value of y when the value of x is 2. What is the value of x when y is -5. First of all, I'll draw the line. 1, -2. 1, -2 over here. Isn't it? 3, 4. 3, 4. Over here, isn't it? Now what I'll do, I'll draw the line. If you look carefully, yeah, it's coming like this. Yeah, done. This is a line. Now they are asking, see, they are given the value of x as 2. So what will be the value of y? Ordinate, abscissa 2. So y is 2. What is the value of x? So we'll draw a line parallel to y-axis, and it meets the line over here, your given line. From here, we'll draw a parallel line to x-axis. It meets the y-axis as 1, isn't it? See, your x was 2. So from 2, we make a line parallel to the y-axis. It intersects the given line over here. From here, we'll again draw a line parallel to x-axis and see where it meets the y-axis at 1. So b will be 1, isn't it? Now, when y is minus 5, what is the value of x? Now look carefully over here. When y was minus 5, clearly this line meets the y-axis as minus 5, which means the coordinate of this point will be 0 comma minus 5, which means a is nothing but 0. Am I clear or not? Okay, so keep it till here in this video. In the next video, we'll look at exercise 19.3, which is based on this. If you can understand this exercise, you'll be easily able to do the next exercise. Till then, take care.